Good evening, esteemed colleagues, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am honored here to be with you today at the European Parliament to discuss some of the most pressing challenges of our time: polarization and radicalization among Europe's youth. It is a topic that not only demands our attention, but also our collective action. At the heart of these challenges lies the rising influence of certain groups, extremist political movements, particularly those linked to the Muslim Brotherhood and their operations to various political NGOs across Europe. These groups have consistently sought to foster division within our societies, manipulating narratives and exploiting vulnerable communities for their own gain. It is essential that we understand how these structures operate, often disguised under the guise of progressive or woke ideologies, and the far-reaching consequences they have on the social fabric in Europe. Through financial support, strategic partnerships, and radical propaganda, these groups are contributing to the radicalization of youth and undermining efforts towards integration. As highlighted in our trends reports and symposia, it is crucial that we identify the sources of their power and funding. By understanding how the Muslim Brotherhood and its affiliated NGOs work, we can better combat their insidious influence and safeguard Europe's values of unity and inclusion. Moving forward, it is equally important to address the role of education in combating radicalism. As per emphasized and highlighted by the Shaping Minds and Shaping Society report, education is not just a tool for academic development, but a means to empower youth with critical thinking skills and resilience against malign influences. We must advocate for educational reforms that foster open-mindedness, dialogue, and deeper understanding of diverse perspectives. Through international collaborations such as the Brussels Roundtables, we have seen the success of initiatives that promote counter and indoctrination and de-radicalization curricula. The aim must be built to education ecosystems that does not merely focus on academic success, but nurtures well-rounded, tolerant individuals who are resistant to extremist ideologies. Lastly, let us look at the lessons learned from the case studies around the world. One of the most notable examples comes from the UAE, where successful de-radicalization models have been implemented. These models offer valuable insights into how governments, communities, and institutions can work together to counter radicalization, particularly in Europe. And this book with me that I have brought, the policy paper 16, explains thoroughly the UAE model. And thank you for emphasizing our conferences, Brother Imam Tawhidi. However, we must also acknowledge the failures in some regions. The influence of Brotherhood-linked NGOs has only deepened polarization. Rather than fostering a unified society, it is essential that we learn from both successes and failures and use data-driven insights to shape policies that counter the diverse forces at play. In conclusion, it is evident that tackling polarization and radicalization is not a task for any one institution or country. It is a global challenge that requires cooperation, vigilance, and unwavering commitment to the values of peace, tolerance, and integration. By addressing these issues head-on, we can ensure that the future of Europe's youth is one of unity, understanding, and progress. And as I usually say, if you want to disrupt the growth of a nation, disrupt the educational system. And once again, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Al-Marzouki. I take away from here that we have to work all together. It's a global problem, and we will have only a global answer. That's why I commit myself with impact to work with all of you and work with MEPs to change our world to a better world. Thank you very much.